A previous expert professional killer codenamed Ladybug gets back to work with a recently inspirational perspective, where he is entrusted by his handler, Maria Beetle, to gather a briefcase on board a shot train making a trip from Tokyo to Kyoto after her typical contact, Carver, is compelled to call out because of disease. Unbeknownst to Ladybug, 3 different executioners are ready: Hitmen's siblings Tangerine and Lemon, and misleading blameless student the Prince. Tangerine and Lemon have been recruited by White Death, top of the world's biggest criminal organization, who held on to control of the Japanese hidden world years prior. Having recovered the crime lord's kidnapped son and the briefcase containing his $10 million ransom, the siblings are conveying both to Kyoto. The Prince calls another professional killer, Yuichi Kimura, to the train, having pushed his young child off a structure. With a partner at the clinic prepared to polish the kid off, the Prince powers Kimura to help out her arrangement, fixing the briefcase and Kimura's firearm with explosives to kill White Death. Taking the satchel, Ladybug is compelled to kill another professional killer, the Wolf, who shows up looking for vengeance for the passings of his better half and his whole cartel, harmed at their wedding. Understanding the briefcase is feeling the loss of, the siblings find White Death child dead by harming. The Prince persuades Tangerine to think Ladybug is mindful, while Ladybug endeavors to haggle with Lemon yet is compelled to stifle him. Ladybug runs into the Wolf's expected objective, the Hornet, the poisoner who slaughtered his wedding, recruited to kill White Death's child. She wounds Ladybug with a needle of blast shoptalk toxin, however he infuses her too, then, at that point, saves himself with her main portion of counteragent toxin, and she kicks the bucket all things considered. Battling Tangerine to an impasse, Ladybug attempts to assist him with persuading White Death's men that his child and the satchel are protected, then dismisses Tangerine from the train. Dubious of Kimura and the Prince, Lemon shoots Kimura yet surrenders to a jug of water medicated by Ladybug, and is shot by the Prince. Moving back inside the train, Tangerine tracks down his sibling's body and defies the Prince, however is lethally shot in a fight with Ladybug. Kimura's dad, the Elder, cheats the train and uncovers himself as a previous Yakuza lieutenant whose spouse and family were killed in White Death's ascent to control. Guaranteeing his grandson's well-being by having the Prince's partner killed, he and Ladybug find Kimura and Lemon still alive, and they all get ready for the snare looking for them. The train shows up in Kyoto, and Ladybug is met by White Death and his men. The Prince, uncovered to be White Death's disappointed girl, attempts to spur him into shooting Kimura's booby-caught weapon, however he rather tells her she was never essential for his arrangement. The White Death uncovers that he recruited every one of the professional killers on board the train as vengeance for the homicide of his better half. After Tangerine and Lemon massacred his men during a job in Bolivia, his wife was called to bail their son out of jail and was killed by Carver, who meant to assassinate her husband. And the surgeon who was going to save his wife was poisoned by the Hornet, ensuring her death by killing the one person who could have saved her. Blaming the brothers, Carver, the Hornet and his own son, White Death arranged for all the assassins, including the Wolf and Ladybug, who unwittingly replaced Carver on the train, to kill each other and his son. Before White Death can kill Ladybug, the briefcase bomb is triggered, knocking them both onto the train, which Lemon sets back in motion. As the train speeds out of control, the Elder duels White Death while Kimura and Ladybug fight off his henchmen. Lemon tackles a thug off the train into the river below, and the train derails, crashing into a nearby town. Ladybug is held at gunpoint by White Death. He attempts to shoot Ladybug, but is killed himself when Kimura's gun explodes. Ladybug, Kimura, and his father are confronted by the murderous Prince, who is run over by Lemon driving a truck carrying tangerines. Maria arrives to rescue Ladybug, who has fully embraced a positive outlook on life.